I am the friend zone.
Damn it!
You can't get past me.
Let me through!
You entered and now you cannot exit.
But I'm perfect!
No! She's lying to you.
Okay. I wonder if you guys figured out what we're talking about this week.
The friend zone.
Alright, and before we start, we just want to apologize to you guys. We know we were a little late this week on our video. Things have been busy.
Yeah.
A big good luck to our friend Dakota going out to the Navy next week. Congrats, buddy.
Salute, buddy.
Alright, that was like a...
Fine. Salute, buddy.
Like a Boy Scout right there. Okay, I'd say let's just jump right into it, alright?
You can start.
Okay, I guess I'll start. The friend zone is something we're talking about that literally everyone can relate to. Guys, girls, old, young, tall, fat, skinny, short. Anyone can relate to the friend zone because it's just happened to everyone.
Really?
You think you're like the best for this person, or they tell you you're the best for them, or you're so perfect.
Yeah.
That you just end up getting friend zoned, I guess to say. And you're stuck there and you can't get out no matter how much you want to not be there.
Uh-huh. And even though everyone does it, girls are notorious for it.
Annoyingly so.
Believe me, I've had plenty of those experiences.
We both have, dude.
And I still don't know why. I'm probably just because they're extremely indecisive at times, especially when they're in their younger ages. But that's just women for you. You gotta love them. But the most potential partners are put there. You can give a girl everything. You can be the sweetest guy. You can be the nicest guy, and they'll give you. It seems like they're interested for a little bit, and then eventually it's just gonna shut down, and they're gonna be like, you know what? I don't want to be with you. Like any girl will be lucky to have you. Da, 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 da. And they just put you there. So when they go date the guy that's banging every other chick on the soccer team, they come back to you when they're crying, even though they knew they were getting the wrong situation in the first place.
This sound familiar, anyone? Especially girls? We have kind of comprised our opinion of why the friend zone might exist. We think that one of the biggest reasons it might exist actually is fear. Now, hear us out on this one. What do girls think that's going to happen if they start dating one of their best friends?
Yeah.
Quote unquote, by the way.
Well,
they're scared that the relationship might not last and they might lose their friendship and this might happen or that might happen. The key word there is might.
Yeah.
It's such a strong fear of having things not work out that they are that worried about not even giving it a shot. And it's kind of disappointing because it kills a lot of potentially good relationships.
And they're not just afraid of the relationship part. They're afraid in general because when girls and guys, this is majority speaking, subconsciously you know it is going to end eventually, and you know the relationship will not last forever. Maybe a year, maybe 2 years tops, maybe 3 if you're lucky. But you know you're gonna have the opportunity to experiment with multiple mates and multiple people. So with that being said, if they date someone they click perfectly with, they have no legitimate reason to break up with them, and they know that. They know that they don't have a legitimate reason to break up with you. And the last thing anyone wants to be is the enemy.
One of the worst problems is that they're so scared to be the bad guy or the bad girl. Like, they're afraid of being shallow, I guess, in a way. Because you can't really find a reason other than the fact that you're not physically appealed to, or attracted to them, or they're too nice, quote unquote, or they don't treat you like shit.
You dig for that one physical feature that you just don't like for some reason, and you just use it to your advantage, but yet you still don't explain it to them. That's why I don't like you. You just make up some bullshit excuse.
Yeah, his Adam's apple's too big.
Oh!
Not the Adam's apple.
No.
I've actually heard that excuse, though.
Really?
I swear to God.
Okay, I haven't heard that one.
That's depressing. Like, a bump on his neck is too big. How often do you pay attention to someone's neck?
That's like paying attention to my toe.
I have gorgeous toes. Alright, next.
Well, I already said subconsciously everyone wants to really experiment with multiple relationships because everyone really does. Like, after high school, when you go to college, most people want to be single because they want to have fun. They want to party. Needless to say, they want to hook up with some people. Yeah. And get some boogie on. But they really do, and maybe they do want a relationship, but after that ends, they're gonna want to go to the next one, and then after a while, after about the age of 25, that's when you kind of want to settle down and be like, okay, let's get serious. Because you've had your fun, you've gotten rid of that, and if you don't get rid of that while you're young, chances are you're going to be very unfaithful when you're older.
True story. I mean, we see it all the time. That's why divorce rates are so damn high.
Uh-huh.
All right, but honestly, we kind of want to share some personal examples with you guys. Just, we really do understand what everyone else goes through. Would you like to go first or
No,
me?
you can go
I don't
first.
care. It's up to you.
You can go first.
Okay, we have one rule. We're not going to mention any names with this. I'm sure if the girls that watch this hear the examples, though, they'll be like, oh, wow, I'm a bitch. All right, but
Not afraid to make you feel like that.
no, I'll go first. Why not? I was talking to a girl 4 or 5 months ago, and everything was going well. We were flirting every day, getting to know each other very well, hanging out as much as possible. And then finally, it came to the excuse that I was in college and she wasn't. Not that much younger, though. Like, senior in high school kind of thing. And she had, like, tell me I'm poetic, well-mannered, this, that, cute, adorable, whatever you want to, like, put into this. And then I just became a best friend, or as she put it, a brother type. Now, yeah, I know, right? That's, like, the worst part of friend zone. You're not just in the friend zone. You're like my brother. That's family. That's incest.
Incest is the best. Wait. That was a joke my dad told me.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure
just
it
playing.
is. Yeah, so needless to say, I was just a tad shattered, heartbroken, destroyed, that kind of thing, because we were talking for a few good months. So it sucks to commit so much time and then just all of a sudden be shut down.
All right. As for me, when you tell a guy that he's perfect, don't ever use the word too in the first place, because there's such thing as too perfect. There's only such thing as perfection. First things first, I'm not perfect. Nowhere in the least.
He's close.
Shut up. No, I'm not. But 3 girls would not be with me because they said I was too perfect. What the hell does that mean? I have no idea.
You are so perfect. If I touch you, I light up in flames because I'm not able to
I
touch
can't
it.
be with you. You're too perfect. You're too nice to me. I'm gonna go get fucked over. Bye.
Yeah, right? I think that's the worst. I heard a great example on Facebook, or not heard, but saw it. Being put in the friend zone is like going into a job interview and then telling you, we have all the credentials we're looking for. Your resume is beyond flawless, and you could probably do the job better than anyone else. But we're not going to hire you. But we will use your resume as the stepping stone for anyone else to overcome before we can hire them. We actually are probably going to hire an alcoholic who more than likely will beat the shit out of our economic state. Okay. And then when that doesn't work out, we'll continue to hire new people. Because, we're just never going to hire you. But we will call you from time to time to bitch and complain about how terrible the new recruits are doing.
That's pretty much how the friend zone works.
It's like exactly.
Or when they say, oh, any girl would be lucky to have you. Then why aren't you with me?
Right? What the fuck is that?
That's
Any
probably the
girl,
one that
are
gets.
you a
That's
man?
the one that probably gets me the most, more than anything.
Yeah.
Any girl would be like, have it. Well, then I'd be more than happy to take you. I really would.
Yeah.
And I'll rock your world. In a good way.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're gonna try to cut this for now. So let us know what you think. Remember, any comments, concerns, opinions, whatever. Remember, this was strictly ours, so put yours in the doobly-doo.
And I friend zoned girls before too, so we're all guilty of it, like we said in the beginning of the video.
Yeah. So just remember, guys, we love you.
Love you.
See you next week.
Stay real.
Before the story ends, I wanna know, can we be more than friends? I put my hands up in the air, try to act like I don't care, but tonight I'm all alone, because now I'm in the friend zone. I'm in the friend zone. I'm in the friend zone. I'm in the friend zone.